Welcome back to Lanes Raceway as we roll into qualifying for our GTP. Chris Barnes on track now, going to see what he can do. .846 thus far for Chris Barnes. .799, 479 for Chris Barnes. As he has 20 seconds remaining in his qualifying time. 4.729, 472 for Chris Barnes. Will put him P2 behind Guillermo's 452 and ahead of Cody Campbell at a 487. Chris Barnes at a 472. Appreciate Chris coming up here earlier in the week and atomizing the track for us, getting it ready in the corners with that glue, making things so much faster here, more grip for our drivers. Next up, Tom is going to join us. Of course, Tom, a long-time racer out of Tennessee. Tom Harrington going to be in his blue lane for his 1 minute of qualifying. .471, 4.71 so far for Tom. Be quickest lap. .607, a 460 with about 15 seconds remaining for Tom's qualifying time. That's going to end Tom's time. He'll turn a 460. 4.607 puts him P2 behind Guillermo. Getting Nathaniel ready to go out and qualify on his blue 1 minute lap. Nathaniel Burden out of Island, Kentucky. .1 minute to turn the fastest lap you can is what Nathaniel's got on the blue lane. All qualifying done on the blue lane, and he is looking for the green flag. There it is. .017, 6.01 on lap number 1 to put him P6 up to P5 at a 5:36 on lap number 2. 5.16, even faster in lap number 3. Gets a little bit off track there. It's going to put him behind, be a throwaway lap on this one. At a 6:02, correction 8:62. Nathaniel Burden making his laps at a 5:26 that time. Fast time this far, 5.165. Go to 5:12, 5.120 for Nathaniel Burden. Counting down to the 10-second clock hitting, now 5 seconds. 5.12 as fast as time puts him P5 thus far, and that's how he's going to end up. 5.12 puts him P5 currently. Next up, it's going to be Richie Austin out of Georgia. Looking to see what he can do here on his qualifying time. 1 minute on the clock. He'll turn a P7 lap of a 5:34 on lap number 1. 4:85 up to P4 on lap number 2. Then goes off track. It'll be a throwaway for lap number 3. Picks up to a 4:74. That's good enough for P4 so far. 4:67 up to P3. Getting faster with each lap. 4.486. New pole position for Richie at a 4:48. Knocking Guillermo to second position. New pole setter Richie Austin at 4.486 out of Georgia. Next up will be Junior Bailey for his 1 minute qualifying lap. Junior joining us out of Tennessee. Be his final qualifying effort of the afternoon as we'll roll into our A and B mains. .456 so far for Junior. Puts him P3, just about 20 seconds remaining. Good enough for probably about 4 laps. Up to 4:55, P3 for Junior. Fast qualifier to 4:47 for Junior Bailey. He's going to call it quits and shut her down. Can't get any better than that, he says. James McCutcheon out of Sturgis, Kentucky, up next for his 1 minute qualifying lap in the blue lane. James McCutcheon with about 18 seconds remaining, currently fast time, 5:72 P8. McCutcheon be more than likely looking at a B main. Unless he picks it up, going to be a 5:61. That's going to end his time. 5.61 for James McCutcheon out of Sturgis, Kentucky. Next up is going to be Terry Johnson out of Tennessee to see what Terry can do here on the road course flat track. 1 minute for the blue lane. We'll see what Terry can do. Terry already done already. This is actually be Mike Williams out of Tennessee. See what Mike can do. Once again, going to be dividing these cars into 2 mains, A main and B main, 10 cars in each. So we have 20 in here for our GTP class.
First is going to be getting this from Mid-America. And that we appreciate Roger and them here at Lanes Raceway. Roger Smith out of Mid-America. Just let them know, and you can show it up on the camera and let them see.
All right.
We'll also have for first place in the A main and B main, but they'll get a power supply also.
Mike currently at a 489 puts him P7. Just about 5 seconds remaining. .89 puts P7 for Mike. Big news here. Just talked with Donovan. Some prizes for our fast qualifier here this afternoon. Is going to get a mini grinder from Mid-America, and also a assembled Flexi chassis here. Appreciate Mid-America for all they do for us here at Lanes Raceway. It's going to go to your fast qualifier here. Also going to be prizes given for our A main and B main winner here in the GTP class. Appreciate Mid-America, everything they do for us here at Lanes Raceway. As we work our way through qualifying here, next up, going to be James Merriman. Mary Muffin, going to see what he can do. Already got a main under his belt for today earlier in the LMP class. We'll see what he can do. 478 currently puts him P6. .458 moves up the clock to P4. 450 puts him P3. New fast time at a 446 for James Merriman. Gonna see if he's got anything left in it. It does. 442, 4.42 seconds. And still got about 10 seconds remaining. 441, 4.419. Just keeps getting quicker to 4.4412. Gonna be checkers on that one at a 441, 4.41 seconds. What a lap. What a lap by James Merriman. Next up is going to be Courtney Smith on the blue lane for his 1 minute qualifying time. Lap 1 for Courtney Smith, P12 at a 5:25. P9 at a 4.89, 489. Up to P6 with a 465. Getting quicker each and every lap, 455 on lap number 6 for P5 thus far. Got to call it quits there at a 455, a top 5 thus far for Courtney Smith. Former Trans Am racer involved in the NASCAR Cup Series. He qualifies P5 thus far here in qualifying for the GTP class. Next up, out of Island, Kentucky, a regular here at Lanes Raceway, be Glenn Burden. See what Glenn can do on his 1 minute clock of qualifying time. for that green light. There it is. Qualifying has begun. .651 on lap number 1. Picks up to 5.71 on lap number 2. Glenn getting quicker with each lap, up to a 5.57 P11 on lap number 3. 5.314 second lap on lap number 4. Going to be a throwaway lap on number 5 here as he went off track. .572 on lap number 6. .531 P11. P11 for Glenn Burden will put him in the second B main for Glenn Burden out of Island, Kentucky. Next up, Alan Ingram to see what Alan can do here in his 1 minute qualifying in the blue lane. Green flag is out for his 1 minute of qualifying. P8 on that lap at a 4.834, 483. Five seconds remaining for Alan Ingram to see what he can do on his qualifying lap. That's going to call it 4.67, 467, P7 for Alan Ingram in qualifying for the GTP class. Six cars left to go, including next up Gabriel Kirtley. See what Gabriel can do out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. .179 puts him P12. See if he can pick it up in the next 38 seconds. Qualifying for Gabriel Kirtley. Currently P12 at a 5.17. Last chance, see what he can do through here on his last lap. Goes off the track. It's going to call it even. 5.17, 5.17 for Gabriel Kirtley, P12. Next up will be Randy Kirtley, Gabriel's father. See what Randy can do out here on track. Randy, that cotton candy colored car out there at a 503. Puts him P11 so far and put him in the second main. See if he can pick it up, work his way into the A main. He does to a 479 P9, 4.79 for Randy Kirtley. .72, still going to keep him P9 as he works lap number 9. That'll be a 487, 472 still lap of record. Counting down the time, 3, 2, 1. We'll see what he does there at a 475. 472 will put him P9. P9 for Randy Kirtley. Next up, out of Tennessee, it's Shane White making his way to the blue starting station. See what Shane can do. Joining us from Chattanooga, Tennessee, making the trip up here. Appreciate he and his family providing meal here today as well, including hot dogs, chips, much more. Some rare moon pie flavors you don't get here in Kentucky. Appreciate them bringing those up here. Out of Chattanooga, next up, it's Shane White. Shane at a 5:47 o'clock in P15 thus far. .519 so far, 5:17 up to P13 for Shane White. 18 seconds remaining. .511 works slip to P12, and that's going to do it. 5.11 P12 for Shane White. Next up will be Shayna White, also out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let's see what Shayna can do. Once again, going to be two mains, an A main and a B main. 10 cars in each top 10 go to A. Second half of the field go to the B main. Appreciate everyone joining us on Facebook Live, Twitch, and our other streaming platforms. I am Blake Smith, your host for today's Alan Ingram's Flexi Challenge. Waiting for that green light to drop from Miss Shane and see what she can do out of Chattanooga. .303 puts her P18 thus far. I'm sure she will gain speed and time as we go along. 584 puts her P17. 553 clocks really up to 16th, getting faster with each lap, getting more comfortable around this track. P16 at a 546. Up to 538 on that lap. .538 P16 for Shayna White out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Next up, Bill Pinch joining us out of Tennessee. See what Bill can do out here as qualifying winding down. 6.04 for Bill on lap number 1. 8:48 on lap number 2. 5:38 works up to P17 on lap number 3. Up to 5:02 P12, getting faster each and every lap as Bill Pinch gets out of the groove there. Be a throwaway lap on lap number 6. .502 keeps him P12. 10 seconds remain in Bill's 1-minute qualifying effort. Goes off track. That's going to end it. Bill Pinch going to qualify to 5:02 P12. Then there is one car remaining for qualifying. Sean McCutcheon out of Sturgis, Kentucky. See what Sean can do. Try to make his way into the A main with a top 10 qualifying effort. Currently fast time, James Merriman. Sean will be in the A main, clocking in P7 thus far to 4.66 seconds. Still about 30 seconds left. See if you can pick up any more speed than that. Sean currently with a 4.65. P7 has 6 seconds remaining. That's going to end it. 4.65. Sean McCutcheon, P7 will make the A main. James Merriman, P1. P2 will be Junior. Richie, P3. Guillermo Sar, P4. Courtney Smith will be 5th. Tom will be 6th. Sean will be 7th. Alan Ingram will be 8th. Chris Barnes, 9th. Rainey Kirtley, 10th. That's going to be your A main. B main is going to be Cody Campbell. Mike's going to start there 12th. Bill Pinch, 13th. Shane, 14th. Nathaniel Burden, 15th. Gabriel Kirtley, 16th. Glenn Burden, 17th. Sheena White, 18th. James McCutcheon, 19th. And Terry Johnson, 20th at a 6.01. You're tuned in to the Alan Ingram Flexi Challenge. I am Blake Smith here live from Lanes in Livermore, Kentucky. We'll be right back with the B main of the heat races. Stay tuned.